Hey guys, welcome to another tutorial session. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to create a charity/NGO website using Elementor and Astra WordPress theme. So this is the website we'll be creating. We have the home page. We have the about the charity/NGO website. Then what we do, like the services. Then we have our courses. We have our impact stories, become a volunteer, then the call to action, then we have the blog and also the footer. So I'm going to show you how to create all this, and I'm going to also show you how to create all the other pages we have on the website, like the about page. And we're also going to make it responsive. So we are going to add some animations. So if you check the home page, we have some animations. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So the first thing you have to do is to log in into your WordPress dashboard. I won't go through the process of us buying a domain, hosting. There are very educative videos out there that will show you how to do that on YouTube. So I will just start straight from the WordPress dashboard. So the first thing we're going to do is to change our permalinks. So this is very important. So to do that, we go to settings, permalinks. So we change it from day and name to post name. This is very good because not just for making your website a bit organized, and also is very important for SEO. The post name is the best option. So we just click on save changes. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install our theme, the theme we're going to be using for this tutorial. So the theme we're going to be using is the Astra theme. So let's click on add new. You go to appearance on the left hand side, click on themes, click on add new. So I'll just type in Astra. So click on install. The first option you're going to see, not Astra. So click on install. All right, so it's done. So click on activate. So once you're done with the activation, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to install the plugins. Now, the only premium plugin we're going to be using for this tutorial is Astra Pro. And you can get it, it's very cheap. It's for $47. You can get it for $47. And you can use it on unlimited websites, which is a very good investment for people that are using Astra Theme and Elementor. So let me just go to the page. wpastras.com/pro. So just click on pricing, you'll be able to see the price, and it has a lot of amazing features. So you can just see it for $7. You can buy it so for unlimited website, which is amazing. All right, so let me install my Astra Pro plugin. I'll just go to plugins, add new, upload. So I'll just come to the location where I have mine, put it here, then click on install. I'm just going to wait for it to finish the installation. All right, it's done with the installation. We're going to click on activate. All right, now we've installed Astra Pro. So we are going to install the other plugins we're going to be using. So I'm going to be using Essential add-on. Or before we do that, let's first install the demo page. So we're going to install a demo page. And to do that, we go to appearance, Astra options. So you see on the right hand side, you see 180 plus starter template. Can you see it? 180 plus starter template. All I have to do is to click on install importer plugin. Can you see it? Install. So let's wait for it. So Astra theme will give you at least access to some ready-made template, which is very helpful. They have the free and the premium version. So if you know your way around WordPress, I think the free templates are quite enough. So you ignore the video, or if you want to learn more about Astra, you can watch the video. So click on build your website now. We'll select the page builder. They support block editor, elementor, and beaver builder. So for us, we are using elementor. So for me, I'm just going to go with the first template. It fits into my website Outlook. So I'll just click on this. So they are going to ask you to upload your logo. For now, I'll just keep and continue. We'll do that. Default colors. The default color is okay, but if I check my website, I think I have a bit of black and yellow. So I'll just select this one. So you can edit all this later. So in terms of fonts, so for this particular website, we are still, so you know what, we're going to ignore the change fonts for now. So we are going to come back to this. So click on continue. Then you ignore all this. If you want to join their newsletter, that's fine. So we're going to share nonsense to that install required plugins. Yeah, click on submit and build my website. So let's just wait. All right, we're done with our demo installation. So we can click on view your website. So it's going to show us what our website looks like now. All right, so this is what we have currently. So we are going to transform this, what we have here, to this. The next thing we're going to do is, okay, let me cancel this. The next thing we're going to do is to add the plugins we're going to be using. So we've already added Elementor via the process of importing this template. So to add the other plugins we're going to use, we just go to dashboard, click on plugins, click on add new. So we're going to install, the first plugin we're going to install is Essential Add-on. Let's wait for it. All right, install. Then we activate. Okay, so they have an onboarding process. So we click on next. So we have to activate and deactivate some of the features that we are not going to be using. So we'll come back to this, but one of the most important feature I like adding is the WP forms element. So once I'm done, I'll just click on next, then click on next, click on next, ignore all this, click on next, and say no thanks. All right, let's refer it. Okay, the next plugin we're going to add is called key add-ons. So I'm just going to go to plugins, add new, key add-ons, elementor. All right, you can see it's key add-ons for elementor. Click on install, click on activate. So these are the two most important plugins we'll need for now. So as we progress, we are going to install more plugins. The next thing we're going to do is to customize our theme. So this is where we add our header, we add our logo, change the color styles and the font style. So let's do that. Before I do that, if we check the website now, you can see we have a transparent background for the header. We have a transparent header. So for me, mine is not transparent. So I need to change this so that I can see my changes in real time. And to do that, I'll click on edit page. So I'll just scroll down to the right hand side. Then I'm going to change this to from transparent to disabled. So then I'm going to click on update. Now, this might be a bit weird for people that are not using the classic editor. So I'm going to deactivate the classic editor. I'm going to use the at least recent WordPress editor. So let me quickly do that. Let me deactivate this. So let's check the edit page again. Let's refer it. Now this look more like what people will see. Now to change this, the particular setting I just did now, all you have to do is to click on the settings thing. No, sorry. You have to click on Astra settings, sorry. Scroll down, then click on advanced settings. You disable, can you see transparent header disabled? You can enable it and disable it, then cancel, then update. So that's how to do that on the block editor settings. Now, once we've done that, let's just customize our settings, our theme settings. So I'll cancel this. So I'll go to my WordPress dashboard, appearance, and click on customize. I'll just open this in a new tab. All right. Okay, you can see now that we no longer have a transparent header. So let's get straight into it. The first thing I love doing is going to the global settings. Click on typography. Now I'm going to select my my font, the font I'm going to be using on the website. So for the body font, I'm going to be using Lato, which is a Google font. So for the variant, we'll have regular, then we have the bold. Then the size is 18. Let's try 17. Let's try 17. Then we can see what it looks like. Okay, 17 is fine. The weight, normal, yeah, that's fine. Line height is okay. So the heading, we are going to be using Barlow condensed. Barlow condensed. So we're going to select, it's going to be really bold, I think 600. And for the bold, we have 700. For the variant, 600, 700. Then, yeah, 800. So for the weight, semi-bold is fine. Text transform, uppercase, so all uppercase. So as you can see here, we have majority of our headings are all in uppercase. All right, so let's go back to our customization. We can leave the H1 fonts, the H2 fonts. We can always customize all those fonts from Elementor. So I'll go back. Now I'm going to work on the colors. The colors are fine. I just want to fine tune them a bit. So I already have a list of all my colors here on colors. So I'm just going to copy some of it into this. So you can enter the brand's color. You can change all this from your hand. You can enter your own brand color. So for me, I'll just enter this here. So then for the links, I'm just going to make this, just reduce this a bit so that there's a action. The H1, the body text is fine. Okay, let's click on publish. So we go back. The container is fine. If you want your website to be a bit wider, you can do 1300. And if you want it to be a bit smaller, right, you can do 1140. Well, 1200 is fine by me. So I'll go back. The buttons, now I want to customize the button. Let's see. This is what our button looked like. So let's customize it. So you can select a button preset. For me, I'm going to be using the straight one. What do we have? Yes, okay, we have the border radius button. So I'm going to select the text color is going to be white. No, sorry, black. Sorry, I just had to confirm that. Yeah, this is fine. So I just have to make sure it's in line with my colors. So the background color is the main background color of the button. Then this other one here is the over background color. So let's say when you over on the button, what do you see? Can you see the color you see when you over? So I'm just going to use something light. Yeah. So scroll down. So the padding for my button is going to be 17 top, 40 right, 17 bottom, 40 left. Then the border width we are going to use 2. Sorry. For you to make everything the same figure, just click on this link icon. So if I enter 4, it's going to make everything 4. But for me, I just want the bottom to be 2. Then I can change the border bottom color here. I can use let me enter my color. So I can use something light, very light, just to give it a nice effect. Then this one will just keep the normal color. So we're going to have kind of a nice effect. Can you see it? This is it. Yeah, this is what our button looks like. All right. So once we're done with the padding, we're going to change the border radius to 2. Yeah, 2 is fine. Then we go back. Then we go to the header builder. So we want to build our header. So let's do that. So the first thing I'm going to click on is the site title and logo. This is where we're going to enter we are going to upload our logo, the business logo, the charity NGO logo. So I'm going to remove this, click on select. Then I'm going to come here. I'm just going to upload, I think it's an extra project. Sorry, training, charity. Okay, I already have my logo here. So I can select my logo and I also have my favicon. So the favicon is, I'm going to show you what a favicon is. Just let me upload my logo and my favicon. So you can you see this icon at the top of the title bar, right? This is what we call the favicon. So I'm going to show you how to upload that also on our website. I've uploaded the logo, so all I have to do is to select the logo and click on select. Then I'm going to crop the part of the logo that is important. So yes, let's just crop this a bit. All right, then I click on and I click on crop image. So as you can see, our logo is a bit small, so we can increase the size by just doing this. There we go. Yeah, we're good. Yeah, that's nice. Then we are going to scroll down. We are going to click on site icon. This is how we upload our favicon. Click on site icon, select site icon. So this is it. So your favicon has to be between, it has to be, the dimension has to be 512 by 512 pixels. That means, sorry, 512 width and 512 height. So I'm just going to click on select. And it's perfect. Click on publish. As you can see, we now have a favicon here. So we go back to the header. Then here we're going to configure the menu. We're going to configure the menu styles. So we have the home, who we are. So we're just going to configure the styles. So we're going to add all the menu later once we're done with each pages. And we're going to also add the donate button. So let's do that. The primary menu, click on it. Just click on it. Once you click on it, you're going to see general configure menu here. So you can configure your menu from here. So for me, I'm going to click on design. So over style, you can change the over style to zoom in line. Zoom in, you can change it to underline. In real time, we're supposed to see those changes. I'm wondering why this is not working. Or let's try and publish and let's see the website. So let's change this to zoom in. Let's refresh. All right, it's working. It's not just working in our customizer. So you can change it to underline. Let's check. Let's refresh. All right, yeah. So for our website, we are just going to leave it at none. Top offset, you can ignore this. Submenu animation, you can ignore this. The menu color, yeah, this is important. We have to change this to a blackish color. Then the text link is fine. You can change this to any color that you want to, any color in your brand guide. You can change this to, you can change the color here. The background color, the menu, you can change the background color of the menu, which we are not going to be doing in our own case, since ours is just plain. So let's make the changes. So we're going to change the menu font. So to do that, click on menu fonts, sorry. Go to, so we're going to be using Barlow condensed. So the font size is 16. Then we're going to change this to semi-bold. Then we're going to change this to uppercase. So let's check. Yeah. Sorry. Where are we? Yeah, that's quite cool. Yeah, that's quite cool. That's fine. That's perfect. Then the spacing is fine. The margin is fine. Now we have, if you notice, we have a button here, right? So we're going to add that button in our own case. When we imported the template, a button was added by default. Now, what I did was I removed that button and want to add our own button to the menu. So to do that, you click on add. You see, anytime you hover on any section of the header builder, you can click on add. So click on button 1. So let's wait for it to load. So if you can see, we have this faint button here, very, very faint. So we're going to edit that button. So I'm going to change this to the text of the button to donate. It's very, very faint. So we're going to, so the link, change this to hash. Once I start working on the styles, you start seeing the button clearly. So go to design. So the text color is, it has to be in line with our style guide. So background color. So let me just come here. So let me copy my color code, paste it. So the over background color, copy it, paste it, make it a bit faint. So the border color, we're going to use this, then make it a bit faint so that we'll have that effect. Then we're going to use a normal color. All right, so can you see we now have, you can see that we have a very clear button now. So here, so the button with the border width, sorry. So I'm going to deactivate this icon link because I don't want everything to have the same value. So I'm going to change this to 0, 0, 0, 2. Yeah, you can see we have this effect. And we scroll down. The padding is fine. It's okay. It's okay. We can change the font to so that it's in line with the menu font. So we'll change this to value condensed. Make this 16. Change the weight to semi-bold. Then I think it's already an uppercase. Yeah. So we can just add a little bit of line spacing to it just to give it a bit of spacing. So I can change this to, sorry, not line spacing, letter spacing. So yeah, that's fine. I can't use 0.5. Wow. So it automatically carry over the number to a single decimal place. So that's fine. Yeah, we're done with our button. That's one thing we also want to do is to reduce the size of this the menu. Now if I click on publish and I go and check my website, if you notice there's a lot of space at the top and the bottom side of the menu of the header. So we have to fix this. And to do that, we have to come to customize. Click on the setting button to configure the main menu settings. Now we have the height at 70, which is fine, but in my own case, I'm just going to change this to 56. Then go to design so we can edit the spacing. So for me, I'll just deactivate this. The top, make it 0. The bottom, make it 0. The margin, I'll make this 4. Hey, let me deactivate this. 0, 0. Then click on publish. Now let's check the website. All right, now if you noticed, there's still some space at the top and bottom. Now, for some weird reason, the major reason why this is happening is because of the logo. There's a space that has been added by Astra to the logo side of the header. And this is making, at least, and for some weird reasons, you can configure this. So I'm going to try and do this on using the margin settings. So all I have to do is to go to header builder, click on the site logo, click on design. Let's change the margin. So let's change this to 0, 0. Let's click on publish. Let's refresh. So it's still not that good, but it's fair. It's fair. So what I do is there's a code I'm going to drop in the comments below to help fix this. So I've already created that code. So all you have to do to add that code is go to additional CSS. So just scroll down, ignore this ones here. Scroll down, just click on enter. Then let me just copy my code. Click on this. Yes, so that's all you have to do to fix that issue. So we can change this to maybe 2. Can you see, once we start changing it, you see that it moves to the top. So we change this one also to 2. Click on publish. So let's check the website now. All right, so it's a bit fair, but it's looking too tight. So let's change this to 4, 6, 6. Don't worry, I'll post this code in the comment section. Let's refresh. All right, good. So I think our header is looking quite good. So yeah. So once we're done with the header, let's get straight into designing the home page, right? So to do that, we'll go back to our WordPress dashboard. So we go to pages. So go to our home page, then we click on edit with Elementor. All right, so let's just bring the website, our finished website, to the site so that we can just follow along. Okay, we are going to start with the homepage design. And to get started, I'm going to delete this. So I'm going to add a new section. Just click on add. Click on this, select the structure. So I'm going to select the settings panel of this section, the first section. So we are trying to do this. So I'm going to go from the layout. I'm going to go to advanced settings for the top section. Click on advanced. Come here. I'm going to change this to 60, and the bottom is going to be 100. Then I'm going to go to styles. I'm going to upload the background image. So click on style, normal, click on the paintbrush icon, then click on image. Then let's upload the picture. Background, yes, this is it. So I'm going to add this here. I'm going to click on insert media. Change the position to center, then the size to cover. All right. So the next thing I'm going to do is to scroll down, still on the settings panel, change the background overlay. So just come here, click on background overlay, normal, paintbrush, then change the color to, let me use a bit of black. Then come down, change the opacity to like 0.2. All right. So now that we're done with that, we're going to come back to our layout section. And on the column, we're going to overrun the column and we're going to duplicate the column. So we're going to duplicate this. Now you can see we now have 2 columns. Let me deactivate the navigator for now. So we are now going to add our header, which is changing children's lives with knowledge. So I'm going to come to the element panel, then I'm going to search for the heading, which it's easily accessible already. So I'm just going to drag the heading to the left hand side. Yes, the left menu. The left column, sorry. So I'm going to change this to the color to white. click on it, go to styles, change the color to white. Then I'm going to increase the size until I'm satisfied. I think 80 is fine. Then I'm going to change the weight to 700. Yeah, that's fine. That's perfect. To 700. So let's copy our text. Let's paste it to the heading section. Good, perfect. So let me just edit this. All right, let's see. What do we have here? Okay, it's perfect. It's good. It's good. So the next thing we're going to do is to add this sub text. So I'm going to go to my Elementor, element panel, drag text editor, come here, paste our text, change the color to white. So this is perfect. The 17 font is perfect. But we can change the font from 17 to 18. So you just come to the text editor, click on it, go to styles, go to typography, change this to 18. So which is okay. So once we're done with the subtext, the next thing we're going to add is the button. So and to do that, I'll just drag the button here. So perfect. Now we're going to change the button font, which is the first thing we want to do, change the button font. So we're going to go to style, go to typography, go to font family. So select Barlow condensed, click on it. So we're going to change this to 600 uppercase. Then I think the color is 16 pixel. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to change the button text by going to the content section on the edit button element. So we're going to use, now we have two sections. We have two button sections. So I missed that. And to add the two button sections, all we have to do is to go back to Elementor, go to the element panel. We're going to be using the inner section. So we're just going to drag this here. Okay, perfect. And we're now going to drag our button into one of the column. So automatically the inner section add padding to all these columns. So we're going to deactivate this so that it's in line with our title and subtext. So let me just do this. Deactivate. Yeah, that's perfect. So let me change the button text to what we do. Good. All right, let's add the second button. So we're going to duplicate this. So we're going to drag this to the right column and we're going to remove the padding by clicking on the column, go to advanced, then click on the link icon. It's going to remove all the padding. So if you hover on the section where the left and the right column meet, you see this directional icon. So that means you can drag this closer. I can drag this to the extreme. So for me, I'm just going to drag this closer to the first button. And I'm going to click on it. I'm going to change the font label. So I'll change this to donate. Sorry, donate. So for now, since we've not created the donate page, I'm not going to link it to any of the pages. So I'm going to change the background color. So to change the background color of the button, go to button styles. You click on color. So I'm going to change this to, I already have the color here, 1E. Just paste it here. Change the text color to white. Go to over. So the text color is still going to be white. Then the background color is now going to be a bit darker. All right, so if you check, it's perfect. Now, so we click on update. So let's preview our changes. All right, it looks good. but it's not looking like our website, but it looks close. So one thing we can do is we can decrease the top padding. So go to our section, settings, go to advanced. We are going to increase this to 40, then increase this to 8. We're going to reduce the top padding to 40, then the bottom padding to 80. So let's refresh. Okay, we've not updated it. Let's update it. So it's going to refresh by itself. Yeah, this is fine. Let's add a bit of background overlay just to make this a bit perfect. So we can see the text. Okay, 0.4 is good. Good. So we are going to reduce the line height. Good. Increase this to 84. Yeah, let's click on update. All right, this is better. This is better. Now, if you notice, the header is not in line with the header width is not in line with the content width. So let's quickly fix that. And to do that, you click on this the hamburger menu, go to site settings. So you scroll down, you go to layout, change this from 1140 to 1200. So once you're done, click on update. So let's go back. Let's cancel this. It's going to take us back to our homepage editor. So let's just refer it. Okay, that's good. Now let's check our website. So if we refresh it, yeah, as you can see, we have a at least aligned header and the content section. So once we're done with this, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to create the next section, which is the about section. And to do that, we are going to add a new section. So let me just click on this add. So just over on this section, click on add, and then we click on the section settings, change this to 80, the padding, we change the padding to 80, the top padding to 80, the bottom padding to 80. So I'm going to change the background color to a bit darker. Yes, perfect. So we're going to add an inner section. If you check our website, we have the left hand side section and we have the right hand side section. So I'm going to change this. So I'm going to create an inner section for the left and the right. So I'm just going to go to my element panel, drag the inner section. So I'm going to just come to the sections and disable the paddings. So we are going to add our title. Welcome to the rural child. Click on heading. So I'm going to go to style, change it to white. So let me copy the text, welcome. Go to content, change this. So we're going to increase the size. Let's say 64. Oh, 64 is an overload. 40, I think 40 is cool. So if you noticed, we have a divider here just to separate the title from the content. So to add the divider, you go to your elementor element panel, search for divider. It's here. So just click on it. Just drag and drop it below the title. So click on the divider. So we are going to change the style is good, the alignment is good, the element section is good. We'll go to style. We are going to reduce the gap. We are going to change this to a bit more fainted black, so that is going to be visible. Or better still, let's just take it up, right? Then we reduce the opacity by dragging this knob down. So yeah, I think that's good. The next thing is for us to add our text. So we're going to copy the text. We go back to Elementor, go to our elements panel, drag the text editor, drag it below. So come here and paste this. Good. So we're going to change the color to white. But we're going to drag this down a bit just to give it a bit of separation, hierarchy between the title and the content. So let's check. The next thing we're going to do is to add the button. We're going to click on this button. I'm going to duplicate it. Just drag and drop it here. So if you notice, the pattern between the top and the bottom is a bit too much. So let's just reduce this to, let's try 40. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. So we'll change the button content or the label to learn more. Yeah, perfect. Then we're going to add our picture. Before we add our picture, we should have a padding so that it would separate the picture from separate the left column from the right column. So there will be a bit there'll be a bit more space on this section. So let's do that. So we'll click on the column, click on it. On the right, so you come to your padding, change the right padding to 60. Perfect. Change it to 60. That's fine. You can change to whatever whatever fits your style or your design. But for me, I'm going to be using 60. Now I'm going to add my picture. I'll go to the Elementor element panel, drag the image, put it here. Now I'm just going to click on this, choose the image. So let's find our image. All right. So this is our image. I'm just going to drag this image and put it here. So once it's done, I'll click on Insert Media. All right. So as you can see, we have a very big image compared to our website. So what I will do is just reduce this image size by going to Style, reduce the width. Right. Perfect. Perfect. Let me make it a bit smaller. Yeah, as you can see, it's not well balanced. It's looking off-putting, whereby the left column is to the top hand side and the picture is also to the top hand side. It's not balanced. It doesn't look good. So let's check it out. Let's see what I'm saying. All right, you can see it doesn't look too good. This is at the top, this is at the top, because the content is not filling the content area of the picture. So what I like to do is to make sure that this is aligned to the middle, so it has a bit of organization to it. And to do that, all you have to do is to click on the left column, go to layout, change vertical alignment, vertical align to middle. That's it. Click on update. One thing you also notice is we have this border radius to the picture. So let's just do that. Come back to home, click on the picture, scroll down, you see border radius. So don't deactivate this, just keep this on, change this to 4. Click on update. Let's see. Perfect, we're good. So let's see what we're looking at. It's looking very good. All right, so as you can see, we have our about us page set up. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to add our what we do section. And to do that, we'll go back to Elementor. So we're going to delete this. So we just click on this add icon on this particular section. Just click on add. Click on add. Click on the structure. So we're going to change the size, the padding for this particular section to 60. Yes. So if we check what we have here, we are going to add 3 columns. So we're going to use the inner section, go to the element panel, drag and drop the inner section. Then we're going to just duplicate this so that we have 3 inner section. We notice we have a different background. I already have the background color here. So let me just copy this and go to my section settings, style, background. Let me just paste this here. Good. The next thing I'm going to do is to remove the padding on each column. I'm just going to do that quickly. Click on the column, go to this advanced section and just deactivate this link here. So that will do that. So I'm going to change the background color of each column to white. As you can see, we have here. Let me drag. Yes. Okay. Style. Let me go to style. Let me click on it. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is to add our image, the pictures for child protection, education, and health. So let's do that. So I'm just going to add the image element here. Good. So let me drag and drop my pictures. Already have them listed here. So let me just drag and drop them to my website. Let's wait for the pictures to finish uploading. All right, so I'm going to add the first picture, this one. Click on insert media. Let's wait for it. Perfect. Yeah, perfect. You can always change the pictures. It doesn't matter the order. Just make sure the pictures go in line with the service. So in my case, I'm just using, I'm not following the pattern. So I just want to show you how to build the website. So you can always change that on your own. So I'm going to click on my column, go to advanced. I'm going to add the padding, the bottom padding here, this padding here, so that to have much space below. So to do that, we'll just click on this and change this to 32. Yeah, that's cool. Then the next thing we'll add the service title. Come up here, drag the heading. So change it to H4, change it to center. Then we are going to add padding to this particular section title. So we just add like 16. All right, perfect. Then we'll change the font to Barlow condensed. All right, we'll change the weight to semi-bold, which is 600. Then we're going to reduce the size, maybe let's say to 24. Good. So let's change the title to child protection. Okay, then the next thing we're going to do is copy, and we are going to create our section content, our service content, by dragging the text editor below. So just go to style, centralize it. Now we're going to add the same padding, left hand side 24. Is that what I used? Okay, 16 is fine. All right, 16 and 16. Perfect. Now I'm just going to change the color. And just change the color to something a bit darker. Yeah, perfect. So let's check what we have here. Okay, good. We're almost there. So we just have to add this border to the service section. So let's do that. But if you notice, right, we don't have enough space like we have here on the finished website. So let's just add more padding to the bottom section. So let's change this to 40, 48, or let's go 56. Yeah, that's good. That's good. So let's add our border bottom, the border bottom. So we'll click on the column. We'll go to style, we'll scroll down, go to border, click on solid, deactivate these and change this to 2. Then we're going to be using our yellow, our color. So let me just copy, go back to Elementor, let me paste, and click on update. Let's go, let's see what we have. All right, that's good. So let's go back to Elementor. So we're going to add, just to create, if you see what we have now, we don't have kind of a space, like this space that we have in between each services. We don't have that now. So we're going to add that by going to the column, go to advanced, click on the margin, just disable this and add margin right 20 pixel. So if I click on update, you will see there's a separation now. All right, perfect. So this is good. So let's just, so what I'll just do is I'll just duplicate this, duplicate, then I'll deactivate this. I'll just delete this. Good. So let me, this is fine. This is perfect. I just feel like the service title is a bit big. So let me just reduce it to 20. So I'll just copy and paste out to each section. Then yeah, this is good. This is perfect. So let's update. Let's see what we have now. All right, we're good. So let me just change the other pictures. All right, let me select the last picture. Oh, sorry. All right, South Media. So let me click on update. Now we notice we have another button just below the services. So we are going to add that now. So let's just duplicate this particular button. Let's drag and drop it here. You'll see you're not dropping the button below each of the column. You are just dropping it. So you just have to drag it till you see that it fills the whole section. Can you see it? Fills the whole section. So just drop it. Then change the alignment to center. Go to advanced. Change the pattern to 20. Then let's change the title, the label to donate now. All right, let's click on update. Let's see what we have. Okay, these are our finished. Okay, yeah, this is it. All right, perfect. This is good. Now, I forgot to add the add-in, which is what we do. So let's just quickly do that. So I'll just come to my elements panel, drag, let's drop the add-in. Now, there's a bit of a challenge because I'm finding it difficult to drag and drop to the whole section. So what I'll just do is I'll drag the add-in here. Now I'll now use the navigator. Use the navigator, select the add-in element. So I'll select the add-in element. Let's find it here. So then I'll now drag to the top of the inner section. So just drag it. Yeah, perfect. Can you see? So you use the navigator. So just select the add-in and you drag it above the inner section. So let me just centralize this and let me just change this to what we do. So I'll change this from semi-bold to, let's see, sorry, from semi-bold to bold. I think that's a bit an overkill. Yeah, 700. So just change this to 56. No, 48. Let's change this to 36. Yeah, it's perfect. So let me reduce the top padding of that section to be 48. So let's try 40. Let's do 36. All right, perfect. So let's click on update. So let's check our website. Perfect. So we can always change the section, the service title. Can always change that. So we'll just move to the next section. The next section is there are courses. To set up the courses section, we have to install a plugin, and that plugin is called GiveWP. So let's do that, then we'll come back to the section. So we just go to our dashboard, go to plugins, click on add new, click on GiveWP. That's the name of the plugin we'll be using, or just type in give. Then you see GiveWP donation. Yeah, click on install now. Now click on activate. All right, so it's going to take us through this onboarding process. So let's just go through it quickly. So start setup, organization, whatever, education, accept and continue. The country. So for me, it's going to be Nigeria. State, that's not necessary. Currency, let's leave it at US dollars. So click on continue. So what do you need in your first donation form? So it's going to generate a donation form for you. So you just have to select the things you need in your first donation form. Now, for me, I'm just going to select donation goal is needed. Donation comment, not too sure. Terms and condition is fine. Offline donation is fine. Anonymous donation is fine. Company donation is fine. So click on continue. So it's going to show you like a preview of the form built for you. So based on the things you selected. So yeah, support our course. So you can see what it looks like. So we'll just ignore this and click on continue. So ignore all this. These are their premium add-ons. Let's go. So click on continue. All right. So you see we're done setting up the plugin. So we just have to quickly do some settings. So go to donation, click on settings. So you see the general page. So this is where you can change some of the settings. You can change the base country, you can change the state / province, but this is fine. So the currency, you can also change the currency. So you can change from USD to euros to pound sterling. So, but once you make any changes in the settings section, just click on save changes. So you can change access control. So how long do you want each users, if you allow login for the payment to be made, how long do you want them to be logged in? So before they are being logged out. So you can change that to 72 hours, 24 hours. So you can play around with some of the settings. I think they're pretty straightforward. There are a lot of YouTube video tutorials on how to set up GiveWP donation. So we'll go to payment gateway. So let me just click on leave. So I'll click on PayPal. Or let me go back. We'll go to gateways. So let's change this from, so currently it's in test mode. So I'll just change this to disabled. I'm going to test donation. I'm going to deactivate this offline donation. No, I just want to use PayPal standard. So I'll click on save changes. So we'll now go to PayPal. So you scroll down, click on PayPal standard, enter the PayPal email. So for me, it's going to be, gmail.com. Then the page style, ignore this is fine. So the invoice ID prefix, you can change this to, for me, it can be the rural child. All right, perfect. So I click on save changes. So just like that, we've set up our payment gateway. So there are other things you can set up. You can change the email address where the admin email that will get a notification once a donation is being made. You can also change the email they will get. So you can check, there are a lot of YouTube videos. I'm going to drop a YouTube video that will help you navigate through the GiveWP plugin. So this is just the basic setup before, so that we can add the courses section, what we have here, to our home page. So what we're going to do now is we're going to add the courses. So support our course. We're going to add the courses, and let's do that. Let me go to emails. Sorry, let me go to my WordPress dashboard, go to all forms. So we will now add all our courses. We have, let's just add this 3. All I'll just do is open this in a new tab, so that I can just copy the content. All right. So to add the first course, we just click on add form. Can you see it? At the top, go to donations, click on all forms, you see add form, or you can just click on it from the sub menu. So I'll click on it here. So enter the form title. So the first one is, wow, I've forgotten that this is modal. So I'll just click on it. So just, let's say this one is construction of water. Oh, construction, sorry, of water wells. So select, just now they have 3 templates. They have the multi-step form, they have the classic form, and they have the legacy form. For the courses, what I used was the multi-step form. So I'll just click on activate. So there are a lot of settings you can change here. You can change the primary color, and this is fine, but I would have loved to use yellow, but the green is fine. At least it's still in line with my color palette. But let me just change it to this particular green, so that just fits perfectly. So I'll go back to add new donation, paste this, good. So we scroll down, primary font, Montserrat, Google font is fine. You can use the user system font. So what this means is going to use the default fonts the users are using on their browser, on their website, on their browser, on their system. Sorry. Yeah, that's fine. Decimal amount. I don't think we'll need decimal amount. So go to introduction. So what's the headline? So let's see, this is the headline. So what's the headline? So just copy and paste the title. So description, help our organization by donating. This is fine. The image. So this is where you can add the image for the course. So let me just see if I can get the images. I think I have them here. All right, good. Yeah, let me just drag this too. Or hold on. Let me drag this one, then let's come here. Wow, I think I made a mistake. I dragged too many things. Well, it's fine. We'll just click on this particular one, choose file. Yeah, perfect. So scroll down, add the label. So you can change the label. Let's go to donate now. So you can change this, you can change it from choose amount to something else. So that's what this section is for. Then you can change the content, which is this. All right, so scroll down, you can change the continue button. The header label, this is where the donor is going to enter their information. So the name, their address, billing address, and all those things. So as I said earlier, I'll drop a video link on how to set up GiveWP donations. So yeah. So we go to thank you, step 4. So yeah, I'm done with all this. All I have to do is to go to the donation options. So I want a multi-level donation. So then custom amount to be enabled. This is if someone wants to give a certain amount of money that is not in the options. So we just scroll down. Then we can change the donation level to whatever thing you want to change it to. Okay. Yeah. So we can scroll down, and we're done. So we go to donation goal. The next thing we're going to do is go to donation goal, click on enable. So this is where you can have a goal for the cause. So let's say you want to raise $1 million. So you can change that here. So amount raised, percentage rate, number of donors, donations, number of donors. So it depends on the parameters you want to use for the goals. So for me, it's just going to be amount raised. So I'm just going to change this to 1 million. All right, good. So the process bar color, we just change it to our green. All right, so just paste this. Then once we're done, we click on publish. Okay, good. So there's one thing we didn't do, which is to add the featured image for our donation. So we added that through we added an image for the multi-step form, but we need to add a featured image for the donation, the donation form. So it's basically just adding what we already have there before. So I'll just do that. So let's refresh. Then I'll click on update. All right, perfect. So the next thing is just to create more forms like this. So, and the easiest way to do it is to go to all forms. Just click on, just over on the form we've done before, which is the construction of order wells. Just click on duplicate. So we just click on edit. So for me, I'll just going to change the title. So this one can be teach them a skill. Skill acquisition program. Sorry, I think I spelled it wrong. Yeah, program. So I'll just copy, paste. Then I'll just change the picture. All right, set featured image. Go to my form template, multi-step form. Going to change this image. Okay, choose file. All right, perfect. So click on publish. So let's just do one more. Let's do one more. So go to all forms, click on duplicate, click on edit. So what can we use for the next one? Let me see what we have here. Yeah, education. Let me just change this to education. So I'm going to change the picture, go to multi-step form, add an upload file. Where is it? All right, yes. Click on choose file, remove the previous featured image, add the new featured image, which is this. Good. So once we're done, we'll click on publish. All right, so we've added all our courses. So let's go back. So let's see what we have here. So we want to create something like this here, right, on our home page. So to add the courses to our home page, we have to use a shortcode. And this shortcode, they're always available on the GiveWP website. But for me, I'm just going to drop the shortcode in the comment section. The shortcode I'm going to be using for this particular home page, I've made to drop it in the comment section. I'm just going to show you a bit of how you can tweak it. So I'll just copy my shortcode, go back to Elementor. I'll duplicate this page, right? So we change the background to white. Change this to courses. We're going to cancel the inner section. So we're now going to drop a shortcode element. So just drop it here. And what I like to do is to change the width of the section so it doesn't look too wide. So for the courses section, so I'll go to layout, change this to 960. Perfect. So click on the shortcode section, copy the shortcode, insert, and I'll paste it. All right. So it's looking a bit ugly now. So let's just click on update. Let's see the update. All right, let's see. So as you can see, we have our courses section. This is our finished website. Yeah, similar. So I think it's too tight. So let me just change that. Let me change the width to 1000. Yeah, perfect. So let's check now. Let's scroll down. Okay, this is fair. This is okay. This is okay. This is okay. So you can tweak this. So I'll just click on this. So you can tweak this. You can, so what the exclude means is I want to remove a particular form from our courses. And the major reason why I'm doing this is because we don't want the donation form to be part of the courses form. So if you see, let's go back to our donation forms. Let me drag it here. You see, we have the donation form, then we have the courses. Now, this donation form, I don't want it to appear among the courses because it's different from the courses. So I'll just copy this in my own case, come to Elementor, change this to my code. Then the columns, you can change it to 3-column grid, 4-column grid, and the forms per page, 3 is fine. So if you want to change it to 12, that means it's going to be 3 in 4 places. So yeah, that's that. So click on update. So let's scroll down. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. So we just have to change our button. So let me just refresh this so that it looks good. So we won't have that ugly courses section. Let's wait for it. All right. So let's scroll down. Yeah, we're good now. So let's change this. We're going to remove the padding. So we're going to change it to view more courses. View more courses. All right, click on update. Good. So let's check what's the next section. This is our finished website. So we have our impact. Good. We have our impact. So let's do this. So go to Elementor. So I'm just going to duplicate, then change the width to 1, 2, then delete the shortcode, delete this. Then let's change the background. So I already have the background picture. So all I have to do is to upload it. This is my background picture. So drag and drop. Click on insert media. Change this to center, change the size to cover, change the font color to white. So let's check what we have here. So our impact. So we're going to change this to our impact. So we're going to add inner section to create that 3-column. So I'll duplicate this. So let's see. All right, so we have this. Okay, perfect. So we're going to add the counter from key add-ons. So the elements in pink, I think reddish pink, are the key add-ons element. So I'm just going to drag and drop here. Okay, good. So we are just going to make some changes here. So you can start from, let's say 5 to 240. No, let me do 100 to 240. Okay, good. So as you can see, we'll start counting from 100 to 240, but I think that's a bit, it's going to take a very long time before I finish counting. So step delay, you can ignore this, the digital label. You can add K to the end like we have on our finished website. Let's see. So I'm just going to cancel the donation form. So okay, yes. So enable icon, enable separator. No, I don't want that. You can play around with this. It's a very nice option to have. But for me, I just want to keep it simple. So for me, we have enrolled in school. So we just copy, paste this. So I don't need the description. So click on icon. I don't need the icon separator. No. Other image, separator icon. No, this is fine. So we'll go to styles. So alignment, well, mine is aligned to the center. Do that. So digit typography. So value condensed. So we're going to change this to 700. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to change the D color to white. We're just going to increase the size to like let's see, 36. No, 56. No. 72. Perfect. This is okay. Let's just make it 80. All right, cool. So the digit background color, you can change the background color of the digit. That's fine. But for me, I'll just leave it the way it is. You can play around with it. So digit stroke effect, you can add a stroke effect to the digit. So you see this kind of stroke effect, which is nice, but I don't want that. All right, so the title tag, H5 is fine. The title color, will change it to white. So I'm just going to reduce the weight. So make this 500. All right, that's perfect. Spacing. Let's see. All right, so let's reduce the title and say it's a bit closer. All right, separator style. Yeah, just leave this. I think we're good. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. So what I'll just do is just duplicate, then cancel, delete the section. So we have, so let me just add a bit more space to the top. 36, 80. Just add more space. 64, 80. Yeah, that's okay. Let's see. I feel we need more space. 80, 96. So let's see. Yeah, we're good. So one thing I'll also do is just reduce the weight of this font and increase the size. Change this to 600. I'll now increase the size to 44. Yeah, perfect. So click on update. So let's click on the preview changes. Scroll down. Perfect. Okay, so let's move to the next section. Impact stories. So what I'm going to do is I'll just copy this what we do section and paste it here, right? So we're going to change the background to white. So what is the content at the top? Impact stories. So just do this. Good. Now the next thing is we have just two columns here with video and the title. So it's similar to our what we do section. I'm just going to delete this. So add a bit more padding, more margin to the right. So it just feels a bit spacious. So I'm going to change the width to 800. 800 is a bit small. So let's change this to 960. Let's see. All right, this is good. This is good. So we're going to remove the border at the bottom. Border. So I just remove the border, change it to none. So let me do the same thing here. Style, border, none. So let's check what we have next. So donate today. Yeah, that's perfect. Donate today is perfect. So what we're going to do is to add the videos and the names of the lives we've changed. So let's meet Lubenga. So we'll come back to the video. Let me see. Meet the Williams sisters. We'll paste it here. And yeah, so let's add our video. So to add our video, we'll go to the element panel, click on video, drag to the top. So delete this. So click on the settings for the video. So I'm just going to copy the YouTube link, video URL, come back to Elementor, paste it. All right, perfect. So I can also copy, paste, then I'll just copy the URL. So you can copy any video URL from YouTube. All you have to do is to go to YouTube. So let's just quickly go to YouTube. So I can show you how to do that. All right, I can just copy this video and come back here and click on the pencil icon and paste it. So you can see we've changed the video. So I'm just going to remove the margin or the padding on the donate now button, go to advanced, let's remove that. Yeah, click on update. So let's see. Let's scroll down. Let's see what we have here. Yeah, perfect. I think this is a bit too far. There's a lot of space here, but it's okay. It's good. Let me see if I can work on that. What I'll do is go to the column, each column, change this to 20. This column also change it to 20. So click on update. So let's see what it looks like. All right, let's scroll down. Perfect. Now we have less space. So the best way to do this is just remove the padding from each column. So just change this whole inner section padding to, just change this to, let's say, I think in between, let's say 28. Then we'll click on update. So let's say our previewed changes. Let's scroll down. Perfect. Perfect. So save the chart. So let's scroll down. So the next thing is become a volunteer section. Then we have the CTA. We're almost done. Then we have the blog. We're almost done with the home page. So let's move to the next section, which is become a volunteer. So what I like to do is, if you've noticed, I just like to duplicate each section that look very similar and just edit it. So for example, the become a volunteer section looks similar to the about section. So let's copy and paste. So just copy this, scroll down, then I'm just going to paste. Yeah, so I'm going to change the background color, which is this. Come back to Elementor, paste. So I'm going to change the title color, change the font color. And I'm also going to change the divider color. So just move this down. So, you know, for the about section, it's a black background. So I just used white and changed the opacity. So this is a black, this is a light background. So I just changed the divider to the black, move the divider color down to the black section. So I also changed the opacity, as you can see. All right, so let's just change the title. So let's go back. Let's copy, become a volunteer, let's paste it. let's add our text. So let's add, so we just duplicate this button. Okay, we already have a button. That's good. So what was the call to action? Oh, read more. Let's change ours to become a volunteer or join us today. Okay, that's good. So we just change the padding top and bottom. I think 20 is fine. So I'll change the picture. Let me see if I can get the picture. All right. So let's drag and drop. Click on insert media. Perfect. So I'm going to increase the size of this particular one. So I'm going to make it 100. Good. So let's just add more padding to the top and the bottom. So 48. 48 is fine. Click on update. So let's see what we have. So if I scroll down, yeah, you can see we have the become a volunteer section. All right, we're almost there for the home page. Now we have our call to action section. So all I just have to do is to go to the top, click on this, copy, then we paste because it looks similar to our header section. So we get to change this to change a child's life today. Perfect. We're going to leave the text. I think the text is the same. Then we're going to delete. So we're going to drag this button out of the inner section and bring it below. Okay, we'll drag it below the subtext. Perfect. And we're going to cancel our inner section. So what I'm just going to do is add more padding bottom. So we'll change this to 96. Click on update. So donate, we change the button label to donate today. Perfect. Click on update. So let's change the background picture. I think I have one. Yes. BGCTA. Please, if you're doing this on a real website, please, it's very important for you to use the correct title tag and alt tag. Is very important for SEO. So I'm just using the default because this is just showing you how to build the website. So click on insert media. So once you're done, click on update. So let's see what we have. Okay, let's scroll down, let's scroll down, let's scroll down. We're almost there. Yeah, perfect. So we just need to add the testimonial section. Sorry, the blog section. The template confused me. Cancel this, delete this, delete this. Now to add the blog section, let's see. To add the blog section, so I'll just duplicate this page, copy the impact stories page, then paste it. All right, so we'll call this latest, I think, latest from our blog. All right, so cancel delete the inner section. So we want to drag, I think it's post. We'll go to our element panel, go to search for post. No, it's blog, sorry. Search for blog. So we're going to be using the blog list from key add-ons. So just drag it and bring it here. Now, as you can see, it just automatically populates the section. So I've added some blog posts before I started this video so that we don't have to show us the process of adding a blog post again. So that one, I think that's pretty much, that one is quite straightforward. So let's edit this. So list appearance, gallery, yeah, gallery is fine. Image proportion original is good. You can change it to square, you can change it to medium, landscape. So you can play around with it. So number of columns, how many columns do we have here? 3. I think we have 3. Let me cancel this. I think we have 3. Yeah, 3 columns. Perfect. So we'll scroll down, column responsive predefined is fine. Enable pagination, no. Enable zigzag, no. You can play around with it. If it's something you like, that's fine. Go to query, how many posts per page? Ours is just going to be 3. Order by date, descending. Okay, so layout. So we want to change the layout. I think the box is fine, but you can see they have like 5 different layouts. We have the date boxed. We have the info on image. Can you see what it looks like? We have the minimal. We have side image. And we have the standard. Yeah, so for me, I'm just going to be using the boxed. All right, so the title tag H5 is fine. Show, except let me see if I did that. Yeah, it's here. So enable that. You can say no, so it's not going to show the accept. So click on yes. Center content, no, that's fine. Show media, yes. So if you don't want to show the picture, you can deactivate this. Show info icons. No, that's fine. That's fine. Show date, yes. Show category, no. If you want to show the category, you can just change that to yes. Show author, no. Show button, no. I think once you're over on the title, it will just take you to the blog page, the blog post page. So we'll go to read more. Since we don't have that here, we've deactivated the button. We don't need to change anything here. Read more icon, yeah, that's fine. So let's go to styles. So click on style. So the title color, yeah, it's fine. We can just change the title typography to Lato. Now we're going to change this to 20. Let's try 18. Okay. So line height, let's increase the line height so it looks good. Okay. Now this is fine. Title over underline, yes. Love that. So just, yeah, perfect. So accept style. So we change the typography to 16. Then change the color. Let's just make it a bit dark. Okay, perfect. So info style. So you can change the info color, but we don't have any info. We don't have the author. We don't have the categories. So layout spacing. Now this is important because if you notice the distance, the space between the picture and the title is a bit too much. So let's try this, right? So let's reduce this. For some weird reason, it's still too much. All right, let's see. Let's see if we can do something about that. So to change the settings, yes, we'll just do that from content padding. So deactivate this. So for me, I will activate it again. After deactivating, I'll change this to 12. Okay, that's too small. Let's try 40. Good. So now deactivate this. Change the top padding to 20, and that's good. Click on update. So we'll still check our previewed website. So let's just continue with the settings. So we'll go to image style. So you can change the image over settings. So there are a lot of options here. I feel this is even better than the Elementor Pro post element. So we'll go to read more button style. We don't have any read more. So the one thing I want us to change is the date style. So go to date style. So I'm going to change the date color to white, which is fine. The over color, we're going to change it to this color. So we're just going to make it a bit light. Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. The over color is fine. So we'll just change the background color. Sorry about that. All right, so we're just going to make it light. Okay. The date padding, you can change the padding, you can change the border radius. For me, it's fine. I'll just click on update. Let's see what it looks like. All right. Yeah, it's perfect. So one thing I don't like is the number one, the title is too big, and the title for also the blog is too big. So we're just going to quickly reduce that. Change this from 36 to 32. I think one thing you guys should have noticed is most of my size, most of the size I use is divisible by 4. It's just an habit. So that's just an habit from my side. So I'll just change this also to go to style. Okay, this is 18. So let's change to 16 and let's reduce the line height. It looks good. Click on update. So we'll change the button label to view more. Click on update. Sorry. So let's see. All right, this is good. It's perfect. So just one more thing for our home page is the footer. So we're going to design this footer using Elementor. And to do that, we're going to be using a plugin. We'll go back to our dashboard. Sorry, let's go back to the dashboard. So while we're at our dashboard, I think if there's one thing you should have noticed is at the top, you're saying love nature, and that's because we added a template. So the template changed our website title and tagline. So I'm just going to quickly fix that before we move forward. So we'll go to dashboard, go to settings, go to general. So you're just going to change this to the rural child. So I'm going to change that to provide love and support to the children. So click on save changes. Now that we've done that, so let's work on our footer. So go to plugins, add new. So search for header, footer. Click on install now. So we are using this plugin, Elementor Header and Footer Builder by Brainstorm. Click on activate. So we'll go to appearance, go to Elementor Header and Footer Builder. If you feel I'm a bit too fast, you can just reduce the speed of the YouTube video so that you'll be able to see things a bit more slowly. So let's click on add new. Click on add new. Click on skip. It's going to show this pop-up. Just click on skip. So it's going to take you to a new page. So this is where we are going to add our footer. We're going to design and add our footer. So we're going to add something like this. All right, so let's get started. We're going to change the title to footer. The type of template, footer. So if you want to add a new header, we can use the header template. You can use the before footer. You can use the custom block. So I'll do a tutorial on this. I'll drop it on the link below. So we'll click on footer in our own option. Display on entire website for me. So you can select specific website you want to display this particular template. So for me, it's entire website. User role, I think is all. You can change it to logged in, logged out. This is very powerful because you can add some dynamic feature to people so that people that are logged in will see a particular footer, people that are logged out will see another footer. So for me, it's just all. And once we're done, just click on publish. So the next thing I'm going to do is to click on edit with Elementor. So let's wait for it. All right, so let's build our footer. So I'm going to click on add the structure, change the background color to, let me see, let's change it to this. Perfect. I'll just drag it down a bit. Yeah, it's fine. We are going to change the padding top, I think. 40 or 400. Let me use 24. 28. Yeah, let me use 28 and 40. Good. So click on update. The next thing I'm going to do is to add inner section. You see we have 3 columns here, right? I'm not going to be using the inner section in this particular case because we have under the quick links, we have 2 column, and you cannot have, with Elementor, you cannot have an inner section. So you can only have one inner section. You cannot add another inner section into another inner section. So for that, I'm just going to be duplicating the columns. I won't be using inner sections. So I'm going to add the column title. So we have visitors, the heading, change it to visitors. Let's change the font color, change the HTML tag to H5. Perfect. So I'll just copy and paste and paste. So let's add our list. So the way I do this is I'll just go to my elements panel, search for list. So I use the icon list. So I'll just drag it below. So I'll change this to the email. I'll change this to email. Okay, so this is going to be info@theruralchild.com. So I'm going to create a link so that once they click on it, it just takes them to their email client. So I'm going to just mail to paste. So it's going to be a link. So what I like to do is just delete this and duplicate. So change this to, what's the other thing we have there? Office line. All right. Okay, so change this to +1. Let me see if I can just copy it. Okay, I'll be a bit difficult. I'm going to destroy this page. All right. Okay, 2, 3, 4. 8075564. Yeah. Let's see. Did we get that right? No. So just ignore my just ignore the things I'm doing. So you can just put in a perfect number. So I'm going to make this number clickable. So I'm just going to add tel column, copy the number, paste it. All right, so we're going to duplicate this. Also, let's see, fax. So I'll just use the same number. You can change this to what you like. So let's add icons. So to add the icons, you just click on the item, click on icons. Of email is going to be envelope. Insert. Office line is going to be phone. Yes, this. Then the fax is going to be, I think there should be like let me see, there should be fax. All right, good. Perfect. Click on update. We'll go to style. We're going to add some space. Good. You can add a divider just to make it just to give it another level of separation. But for me, that's a bit too much. So I'll go to icons. I think my icons is fine. The color we have. So let's change the text color to white. Now I like to reduce the opacity so that there's a certain level of hierarchy between the title and the font. But the over is going to be our color. Sorry. Okay, perfect. So let's click on update. So let's preview our changes. All right, it's looking good. Looking good. So let's go to the next section, quick links. Let's change the to quick links. Okay, so what I would do with the quick links is, notice we have two columns, right? So I'm going to drag the inner section below the quick links. So I'm just going to deactivate all the padding on each section. Then I'm going to give it a bit more space. I'm going to drag this to the stream and give it a bit more space. Let's see. Yeah. So we're just going to copy our list, paste it here. So we're going to remove the icons. Good. All right. So let's delete this. And we're going to remove the links. So let's see. What do we have? We have about, what we do. About. So duplicate. I think we have 4. What we do. Then we have donate and volunteer. Oh, sorry, volunteer. Okay, good. So click on update. So we're going to copy and paste that here too. So we're now going to drag this close so they don't look too far apart. So before I do that, let me just change some settings here. So reduce the space between. Yeah, that's fine. And just drag this. Good. So copy and paste out so that's the inline. Good. So let's copy. The next is FAQ, blog, terms and condition. FAQ, blog. Oh, sorry. Blog. Blog, terms and conditions. Then finally, we have privacy policy. Yeah, privacy policy. All right. So let me just bring this close. Let me give this padding, like a margin, sorry, 20. Yeah, that's fine. So let's do the last column, which is connect with us. So we're going to drag, we're going to copy this, we're going to paste it here. So change this to Ash. So we'll change this to Facebook. Change the icon to the Facebook icon. All right. So you're just going to add the Facebook link to the NGO, charity organization. So I'm going to deactivate this. I'm going to add Twitter. I think we have Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Yeah, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter. Perfect. So we just change the icons. YouTube. Then the next one is Twitter. All right. So let's click on update. Perfect. So we're just going to create the last section, which is the footer. So duplicate this page. So what I like to do is just delete the columns, delete the title, delete this. So we just drag it heading. So change it to the P tag, drag the heading, change to the P tag. So let me just copy and paste this. Right? Paste. So I can change the font. So I'll just use white. I'll use the opacity to reduce it. Yes. All right, so what I like to do is to make my last footer color a bit deeper than the, so let's get the right. All right, perfect. So the next thing is to reduce the padding, the top and bottom padding to 4. Okay, that's a bit to jump back. 8 is perfect. Click on update. So let's see what we have. So let's check our website home page now. So let's refresh. All right, so let's check. Let's scroll down. Let's see. Let's check our footer. Perfect. This is good. That's one thing. This last footer color is not what I was expecting. Sorry. Let me change that. Okay. Yeah. Update. So let's see. Scroll down. Perfect. This is good. So we're done with our home page. So we just want to make it responsive and also add a bit of animations to it. So we're going to start with the animation. So you go to your Elementor, go to the home page section, and let's start adding animations. So we're going to start with this section. So I'm just going to click on the column. So you can add animation to all the elements. So for me, I'm just going to do the columns. Because if I'm going to be doing each element of it, it's going to be a bit complex and it's going to take a lot of time for me to finalize it. So let's just do the column animations. Click on the column, go to advanced, go to motion effect. So I always like using sliding left. So that's that for, let's do sliding up, right? So because we don't have we don't have content on the right column, so we'll do sliding top. So for this section, we're going to do, for the column, for the left column, we're going to go to motion effect, change it to sliding left. Come here, change this to sliding right. So come down. So we're going to come to this section. So I'm going to add animation to the main section. Go to advanced, go to motion effect, sliding up, sorry. Then we are going to add column animations, motion effect, sliding left, this one sliding right. Where is it? Sliding right. This one sliding top. All right, then the donate now, also sliding top. Perfect. So the courses, since we don't have much column, we're just going to do the section. Then we're going to change the motion effect to sliding up. Good, perfect. Then the impact, also just the section effects. Oh, sorry, sliding up. So you can change the duration, you can change the speed, but I think the default speed is fine. So for this, we're going to do the section and the columns. You can play around with the animations. It's amazing. So go to motion effect, sliding left. Then the other section to motion effect, sliding right. This one will do sliding to the top, sliding up. All right. Okay, click on update. So for this section, we'll do the same thing. Motion effect, sliding up, column, sliding left, motion effect, sliding right. Perfect. Then this is just going to be the off section, sliding up. You can use cool animations, you can use rotating. I don't think that fits the the website we are trying to build, because I think it's a serious website, not a playful website. So let's just do one final one, sliding up, and click on update. So let's wait for it. Let's see what we have. All right, you can see our animations. Amazing. Cool. Yeah, so that's how to add animation to our home page. So let's make it responsive. Let's do that quickly. So I'm going to click on the responsive mode. Click on this. Let's change it to, let's start with mobile. So let's scroll up. So the same thing is applicable to the tablet section. So for this, I'm just going to be doing the mobile responsiveness, because if I'm going to do the tablet and the mobile, it's going to take us a lot of time, but it's just the same idea. So we click on the title, go to styles, change the font size. You say, so change the line height. Perfect. I would love to make this just 40, 44. All right, good. Change this to the subtext to 17. Perfect. Then our button. So I'll just leave this, the what we do the way it is, then come to the column of donate and change this to add a margin of 12. Then I'm going to change the padding settings. So this is going to be 20, then bottom is going to be 60. All right, perfect. So one more thing we're going to change is this. Can you see this column here? So I'm just going to deactivate it on mobile. And to do that, you click on your column, go to advanced, go to responsive. So I click on hide on mobile. So it's going to add that section on mobile. So ignore what we have here. We're going to make our header responsive. Don't worry about that. We're going to do that. So because the logo is a bit small now, then this is looking too big. So we're going to edit that. So let's continue. So we're going to come here, the next section, which is about, change the padding to 2040. If you notice, we have this huge space here, and that was because on the desktop mode, we added padding to it. So we're just going to remove that. So you just click on the column. Can you see we have you can see the padding we added on the desktop. So we just deactivate this and it occupies the space. So let's reduce the font to 32. Reduce the line height. So it looks good. So the button, that's fine. It's okay. So the image, we're going to make this. Let's click on the image. We're going to make it full on mobile. Good. Then we're going to add margin 20 top. Perfect. All right, let's continue. So let's work on the what we do pay section. Click on this, change it to 20, change the bottom to 40, change the heading to 32 or 28. Okay, 28 is fine. So if you notice, this is not looking too good because there's kind of a space to the right hand side. So let's fix that and see we have the right. So just deactivate it. The same thing with all the section, deactivate it, and we are now going to add a margin to the top so that there's a separation between each services. So let's do the same thing here. So change it to the top 20. The button is fine. So we're just quickly going to do the same thing to courses. Change the top 20, turn the bottom to 40. The courses, let's change it to, I think we use 28. Then unfortunately we can change anything here because it's a shortcode. So that is controlled by GiveWP. So yeah, but it looks good already. So we don't need to work on that. So our impact. So what I'll do here is change this to 2040, the padding, top and bottom padding. And I think the counter is fine, but let's just make it a bit, let's just reduce it a bit, right? So click on edit counter, go to styles. So reduce this thing a bit. So just reduce it to, like, let's do 60. Oops, 60. So what I love copying and pasting. So I'll just copy, paste style, copy, paste style, and we're good. So let's scroll down. The next section is the impact stories. It's the same thing. 2040. This should be 28. So we remove the padding to the right hand side. Sorry, the margin to the right hand side. Perfect. Let's do the same thing here. Perfect. So click on this, then go to click on 20. I'm not feeling this image this video I used. Let me find a better video. All right, something is good. So let's just quickly change that. It's more appropriate for our website. All right, so click on update. So what I want to do, okay, I've added the margin. Yes, I've done that. So 20, sorry, not 30. Let's make it 40. I think it's looking too close. We'll scroll down, the same thing with our become a volunteer section. 20, 40, reduce the padding, change this to, I think we used 32, add margin to the picture, 20, perfect. So we'll change the call to action at the title to, let's see, 48. So reduce the line height, change this to 17. Then, yeah, this is fine. Let's just change this 20, 40. No, we're going to change it to 2060. And we're going to deactivate the other column. All right. So the block section, 2040. Let's change this to 24. 24 is fine. And we can edit this also. But I think it's not too bad. Let's just change, I think, the layout spacing. Let's make it 20 or 20. Yeah, 20 is fine. We're good. And that's that on our home page. So let's make our footer responsive. And to edit our footer, we just click on edit with Elementor on the home page, then click on footer, opening a new tab. So let's go for it. All right. So let's make it responsive. So go to responsive mode, click on mobile. The same setting is applicable to the tab, the tablet responsive mode. So yeah, let's change this padding to I think the 2840 is fine. So I'll just use 2040 just to keep that in line with our padding and button for mobile. So we're going to change the right to 20, then the left to 20. So it feels your place very good. So at the moment it's looking good without making much changes. So I'll just add padding or margin to this second link. So just add 8. Perfect. Then if you notice here, we'll just change this to add 20 padding and 8 top, 8 bottom. Then we're going to reduce this. We're going to increase the line height. Perfect. How do we look? So let me add margin to section so that there's a bit of separation. Okay. Let's do 12 so that it follow my 4 divisible rule. All right. So that's that. So we click on update. Okay, so let's see. All right, it's looking good. It's looking good, and we retained our animations. Perfect. All right. So let's work on the header responsiveness. So we'll go to customize. So we go to header builder. So before we go to the header builder, you see we have this at the bottom of the customizer. We have this device icon. All these devices, you can just select the mobile device. So we will now go to the header builder. Header builder. You click on your site, title and logo. So you can increase the logo width on mobile. Can you see? Perfect. Good. Then you can change the hamburger settings by just clicking on the toggle button. Can you see it? Click on the toggle button. The fill is fine. Outline is fine. So you can change it to outline. You can change it to minimal. So I'll leave it at minimal. So design, you can change the color. So for me, the icon color is fine. Let's see if I can. I think black is good. Black is good. Black is fine. Then let's go to general. So let's open our hamburger menu. So if you notice, right, we have a button on the home page. Can you see the donate button? But if you check our hamburger menu now, you can't see the button. And this is because automatically the Astra header builder is going to remove that button from the mobile menu. Now to add the button to the hamburger menu, all you have to do is to click on add. This is off canvas. This is where you can see the element of the hamburger menu. So you can add a lot of elements here. You can add social media, you can add different things. So for me, I'm just going to add the button, which is button 1. And if you do that, you're going to see our button. So let's check. Perfect. You can see the donate button here. So yeah, since we are done with that, let's click on publish. So let's cancel. So let's check it now. Let's see. Let's see what we have. Okay. Okay. For some weird reason, it's showing this. But you can play around with the hamburger menu. You can change the settings. For some weird reason, it's not giving me the background yellow. So we'll look into that. Let's see. Let's click on customize again. Header builder. So change it to mobile. Oh, okay. Because of the customizer was not displaying the changes in real time. So yeah, change this to black, which I even find a bit more. I find it better than the initial setting. So I'm just going to leave it like that. So let's cancel this. All right, so we're done with our home page. We've added animation, we've made it responsive. Perfect. Good. So let's go to, so the next page we're going to work on is who we are page, which is the about page. All right, so let's build our about page. So what I like to do is I will go to my dashboard, go to pages. Let's wait for it. So first thing first, I'm going to delete all these other pages here, right? So I'm going to move to trash, all these other about, contact, sample services. Now what I will do is I'm going to duplicate my home page. So I'll over on my home page, click on EA duplicator. So you see we have a new draft page. So click on edit. So change this to about. No, I think is what we do. Yeah. Click on publish. Click on edit with Elementor. So let's wait for it. All right. We have something similar to our home page. So we're just going to, let me delete this. We're just going to make it look like this. Now let's do that. So I'm going to delete this right column. I'm going to delete the inner section. Now I'm going to make this centralized. Make this centralized. Perfect. Then I'm going to reduce the width. All right. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, perfect. So we're going to remove the background image and the background overlay. So just click on clear. Good. Then we're going to change the background picture, the background color. Perfect. Next, we are going to change the color of the text. Perfect. Good. So we change this to about, copy and paste the text. And then copy and paste this. Good. Now that we've done this, let's add this top section, the who we are section. So let's just do that by clicking on adding, change this to H4. So I'm just centralize it, change the font to Lato. So what do we have? We used who we are, who we are. So I'm going to reduce the font size to, let's check 12. No, 12 is a bit 16. Let's see 18. I think 16 is perfect. So we'll just change this to 500. Let's see 600. Let me see. Yeah. So we are going to increase the letter spacing. Can you see? You scroll down, not the typography settings. You drag the letter spacing. I think so. Let's use 9.6. This is good. Perfect. So the next thing we're going to do is, I think the padding, the top padding is quite okay. So we want to add this image. Now to add this image, what I would do is, let me delete this next section. I would duplicate this page and I would delete all this, all the title and the description. I will add, add an inner section. Or instead of an inner section, I'll just change this to, let me change the size. Then I'll add the image. Let me change the background color of the section. Perfect. So I'm going to add image. So let's select our image. Let's see. All right. Drop it. All right. Click on insert media. Perfect. So let me just increase the size. Let me change it to like 1000. All right. So what I'm going to do is, let me change this background to white. Yeah, done that. Background color for the, yeah, we've done that. So I'm going to remove the bottom and the top padding for that image section. So what I'm going to do now is to create a negative margin. So I'll just change this to a negative margin. So it's going to drag the image. Going to drag the image to the top. It's going to drag the image to the top. All right. So let me remove the default padding on the section column. Let's check. So let's remove the padding for the bottom section. Let's go to 120. Let's try 90. Let me see what's the best. 200. Okay, 200 is perfect. So let's click on update. Let's see what we have. So you can see, if you notice, right, we don't have this effect that we have here. So let's work on that. So instead of doing this, we'll just come back here, change this back to 0. Change the background to white, change to white, change the section to white. Now we are going to add an inner section. So we just drag inner section here, change it to one column. Can you see it? Change it to one column, and we are going to drag and drop this here. We are going to deactivate the padding. So let's go back to the section. I think we have, okay, we have a background overlay. So let's remove that. So click on this, the inner section. So the difference between the main section and the inner section is with the main section, you'll be able to see this plus icon. But for the inner section, you won't see that. You just see the settings and the cancel, which is the delete icon. So I'll select the inner section, disable the padding, disable the margin. Now we'll now drag it. Let's drag it. Let's keep pressing it. I think 140 is fine. Okay, make it 148, 156. All right, that's good. So we are going to change. We are going to add border radius 4 to all sides. So let's click on update. Let's see. Let's see what we have. All right, yeah, as you can see, we have that effect and we have our picture. So let me just remove this. This is called a widow. Let's remove that lives, so we don't have a widow on our website. Yeah, perfect. So you can drag this, or we can just remove, you can just edit the padding. Change to 190, 180. All right, you can update. Let's see what we have. Perfect. And you can see we already have the animation, so it just makes it easier, so we don't have to redo the animation again. And if you want to redo the animation, if you want to change to something else, I'm guessing by now you should know how to do that. So you can just go to section of the column, go to motion effects, and add the animation you want to add to that section. So what's the next thing? We have our mission and vision. So what we will do is we'll copy this, right, and we'll paste it here. So you can see, just change the background color, then remove the background overlay. I think I even made a mistake. I think I added the background color to the background overlay here. So let me fix this. All right. Let me update. All right. So let's go to our mission and vision. Okay, perfect. So mission and vision. All right. So just delete this. Let's change this to our mission and vision. So reduce the font size to 80. No, that's a bit 72. Yeah, that's fine. Let's try 60. Yeah, 60 is perfect. So let's copy this. Let's paste it here. All right, good. So we'll just reduce the padding, the bottom padding. Let's reduce that. Let's change that to 60. Oh, let's change that to 80. So let's update. So let's see what we have. So our mission and vision is here. Perfect. So let's check. The next thing we have is our impact. So, and this is one of the major reasons I like duplicating some of my pages, because I usually sometimes repeat the element, so I don't have to rebuild again. So I'm just going to delete the what we do section, our courses, then we have our impact section. So just click on update. So let's see. All right, good. So the next section is our team. Then we have the call to action. So we already have a template for this. So deactivate the impact story. Just change this to become a volunteer. Change it to white. So about us, let's copy our team. Let's add the text. Let's add the picture. So let me just save this picture, then drag it. All right, click on insert media. All right, so yeah, it's perfect. So let's just add a bit more padding to the bottom and to the top. So let's click on update. Oh, sorry, I canceled the preview page. So let me just, all right, you can see our team. Then we have the call to action, which is already here. So I'll just cancel the blog section and click on update. Oh, let me refresh. All right. So just like that, we're done with our about us page and what we do page. So just we duplicated the page, our own page, and we just edit some things on the about us page so that it looks to what we want to create. So we can make it responsive. Let's just change this to mobile. So we reduce the who we are, we change this to like 8. Let's try 10. Then we are going to remove that margin, the negative margin for this particular inner section. So just click on link. It's going to do that for me. So the next thing I'm going to do is to remove the padding from this section, the second section where the inner section is. Just remove it and change to 0, then change from bottom to 0 also. So yeah, this is fine. I can just add a bit of padding and margin, padding, to the left and the right hand side. That's too much. 12. Good. So let's reduce the bottom padding. Perfect. The same thing with the animation. Change this to 32. All right, that's good. Can change the padding to 12, the right and the left hand side padding. All right, our impact is fine, our theme is fine, our theme is fine, our CTA is fine. Then we click on update. Now we're done with our what we do page. Let's move to the next page. So we have the who we are page. Sorry, I've been saying what we do since. Let me just quickly make those changes. Who we are. I'm so sorry about that. So I'll just change this. Click on update. All right, fix that. Okay. All right. So let's refresh Elementor. All right. So we're going to click on the preview changes. Let's see. Who we are. Perfect. So the next page we're going to work on is the what we do page. So let's see what we have. Okay, so we're going to be doing this. So in the same style, we're just going to duplicate the home page, and we already have some of the sections on the home page, so we're just going to duplicate this and edit to our taste. So let's go to pages, refresh. So duplicate the home page. Now click on edit. Change this to what we do. Click on publish. Click on edit with Elementor. All right, so this is our what we do page. So we're going to start by removing this. Then we are going to centralize this. align to center, delete this, and delete the inner section. Change the padding top to 80, the bottom to 100. Okay, that's 100. So let's change it to 100. That's fine. Then change the page title to what we do. Let's see. We can reduce the size. So to, let's say 80. It is fine. Then we can also increase the padding to 120. 120. All right, good. So let's check. Okay, let me remove our who we are page. So what we do, so we have this, the image on the left hand side, then the content on the right hand side. So if you check this, we already have something similar, right? So we don't have to rebuild. All we just have to is to edit and duplicate. So I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete this. Delete this. I'm going to leave this. So I'm going to leave this because we have that on all pages, all our website pages. So I'm going to remove the blog section. All right, so let's start editing. So what I would do in this case is I'm going to delete this about section. So I think this is perfect. The become a volunteer section is perfect. So what I'll just do is to change the top margin and the top padding. Let's change 36. Cool. So I'm going to drag the right column to the left column. So we are going to have this left and right in the content. So another thing I'm going to do is to change the motion effect. So it's now going to slide in from the left, and this one is going to slide in from the right. So then we're going to change the padding from the right to the left. Perfect. We're going to remove the button. So yeah, this is perfect. So let me just reduce the size of the image also, so that it doesn't look a bit too overload. Then we are going to reduce the font size. Let's change it to 32. Perfect. So for the title section, I'm just going to change the picture so that we have different pictures. Okay, let me look for pictures. Let me drag and drop my pictures. Okay. So, all right. So let me use this. Click on Insert Media. All right, perfect. I'll click on Update. So we've created a template for our services. Let me see. Let's remove the spaces from the margin, from the columns. Yeah, perfect. So I just want to add more padding. So 48, even 56 is even perfect. 56. Yeah, good. So I think the first color is white. Change the background color to white. Good. So, okay, before I do that, let me just duplicate the page. So change this to white. Perfect. Then this will have this color. So let's start adding the content. Child protection. Good, perfect. So the same thing here. Education. Copy, paste. Perfect. Let me just delete the second line. I think it's fine. So I'll just copy. So you can add as many content as you want to add to the services area. So let's duplicate. So what I would do is I'll also change this to black. I think I have the 1E. So change the to white, change this to white, then change this to white. Perfect. So let's see. I think this, we have 4. Okay. Right. Let's change this to, wow. Oh, education and health. Oh, we have 3. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right, click on update. And let's see what we have. Perfect. Good. So let's make it mobile responsive. All right. So we're going to increase the image width for the mobile section. And what I will do is I'll go to the section, like the overall section. So I'm going to change the padding, the left and the right padding to 2020. So that will make it look very good. So let me do that for each of the services. 2020. All right, good. Now let's change the font size. This should be, let's say 20. Then we had padding top to it. Let's add 12. Good. Then this is fine. So do the same thing here. Increase the width. Change this to 20. To the advanced section, change to 12. I think one of the best way to do this is to first make your section responsive before you duplicate, to save us all the stress that I'm doing right now. So margin top 12. All right, so let's change this also to 2020 is in line with section. Can just reduce this bit. All right, click on update. So let's check our website now. Perfect. Oh, let me refresh. Perfect. Perfect. So you can change the pictures on the left hand side. Let me see if I can quickly do that. And just if I can use 1 or 2 images. But it's always advisable you use the pictures with the same dimension. Okay, let me see. All right. Yeah. So let's click on update. So let's check. All right, perfect. So we're done with what we do page. So the next page is impact stories. So let's check what we have there. So what we do in this case is we are going to duplicate our what we do page, and we are going to copy the element, this element from our home page to the impact stories page. So let's do that. So let's go to pages, go to our dashboard, pages. Let's duplicate our what we do page. I think I have to have consistency with, sorry, let me just, with the way, all right, so it's all caps now. So let me just make sure everything's all caps. This doesn't matter. This doesn't affect anything. So I'm just doing this to make it a bit consistent. All right, so we're going to duplicate our what we do page. Click on EA duplicator, edit the draft. So we're going to change this to impact stories. On publish. Let's wait for it. Once it's done, click on edit with Elementor. Let's wait for it. All right. Perfect. Good. So let's change this to impact stories. we are going to go to our home page, click on edit with Elementor. Okay, let me just do that from scratch. Let me cancel this. Home, click on edit with Elementor. All right, so we are going to copy that segment, that section. So I'll just copy it. Just click on the section, copy it, go back to our impact story page, and let's paste it. So we are going to delete this top part. So I'm going to remove the title, the section. I'm going to delete the other page. So I'm going to leave this other ones. I'm going to delete donate now. So all I have to do is just duplicate and add margin to the top. 20. Duplicate this. Add, the margin is already there. Then I click on update. So let's check our impact story page, impact stories page. And yeah, we have that here. So they can watch the YouTube video. It's perfect. And you can change the YouTube videos for the other sections. So I already showed you how to do that on the home page when we're working on the home page. All right, we're done with the impact story page. So what's the next thing? Causes. All right, so it's still the same ideology. We have already done that on the home page. So all I have to do is to duplicate any of the pages, the impact stories or the what we do page. So let me just refresh the pages. Go back to my dashboard, click on pages, refresh. I'm going to duplicate the impact story page. Click on edit. Then change this to causes. So click on publish. Click on edit with Elementor. All right, so let's see. So we'll change the title to causes. Then we'll delete this section. So let's go to our home page, go to the causes section, click on causes, copy the causes section, then paste it here. Delete the title, and that's fine. We'll remove view more causes. So we are just going to click on this. Now we can change, we can make some additional changes to this page. So I'm still going to exclude the donation form, but now you can see, you can change the column to 4 columns, you can change it to 3 columns, and I can make this 12. So it's going to display all, at least if I have 12 donation forms, it's going to display 12 donation forms. If I have more than 12, it's going to create like a pagination on this particular section so that you can go through all the causes. So I'm just going to change the width to 140. Perfect. Then change the top and bottom padding to 50, 60. Perfect. Click on update. So let's check it on mobile. Let's see what it looks like. It looks good. Okay. Let's change the section. Let's change this to 40. Let's change to 60. Let's change the font size. I think I didn't do this on all the other pages. Skipped my mind. So let's see if we can really quickly do that. So impact stories. Then I think what we do. So let's quickly do that. So let's just work on, yes. Let's work on this. Change this 60. Can reduce the font to 40, and the same thing for the impact story page. Font size to 40, and the top and bottom padding to, okay, change the top padding to 60, then click on update. All right, so we fixed that. So let's move to the next page. So what's the next page? We have gallery. So with the gallery, I'm not doing much copying and pasting. We'll just duplicate one of our page and we'll edit from there. So let's go back to pages. Let's refresh. Let's duplicate the impact stories. So let's edit. So let's change this to gallery. Publish. Click on edit with Elementor. All right, let's wait for it. Okay, so let's delete this. So one thing I'll just add is change the title. Sorry, before I forget that. So we don't have to work on the responsiveness again since we've done that for the page we got this template from. So I'm going to add this. So just copy, paste this, change the color to black, reduce the font size to 60. Let's try 48. Okay, I think 36 should be perfect. Reduce the line height. Good. So then copy and paste the text. Good. So we're going to add the image, the gallery section, and to do that, we just type in gallery in our element panel. So you see image gallery from key add-ons, just drag and drop. So let's add our pictures. On the left hand side, click on no image. No, you see that we have no images selected, so I'll just click on add. So I'll just add all the pictures we've uploaded on the website. So you can add your own pictures, it's fine. So I just want to show you how it works. So click on create new gallery, insert gallery. Perfect. As you can see, it doesn't look too good because they are in different proportions. So what I can do is click on this and make it, go to gallery settings, make it, let's see if we can change it to landscape. Let's see if it's going to fix the issue. Not yet. Let's see. Let's do custom. So let's do custom. Let's say each picture is 800 by 500. Click on update. Because I think, all right, yeah, fix the issue. So we had to just force it to accept our pictures dimension. So yeah, that's good. So let's view. Let's see what we have. So let's click on it. As you can see, we have our pictures. Amazing. Yeah, that's that on the gallery page. So what's the next page? We have volunteer. All right, let's see what we have on the volunteer page. So for the volunteer page, we have the title, we have the section, we have a form. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to first create this form, then we will now create the page. And to do that, we go to our dashboard, go to WP Forms. So let me just open this in a new tab. Then you see we have a contact form. So we are just going to add a new form, add new. Let's refer. So we're going to call this volunteer. All right, so we're going to use a simple contact form template. Use template. So let's see the things we have here. So let's wait for it to load. All right, so we have name, email, then tell us why you want to work with us. Okay, so you can add more will I say widgets. You can add more options. You can add the country they are from. You can add their age. So you can add all those options. So I'm just going to use this for now. So name, email, then I'll change this to tell us why you want to work with us. So let me just add one more field. So I'm going to add the age field. So age. All right, then click on save. Click on save. Then once you're done, we'll now go back to, we'll now duplicate our gallery page. So let's go back to pages, fresh. So let's duplicate our gallery page. So click on edit. We'll change it to volunteer. So I got majority of the pictures I'm using on the website from Unsplash. So if you want pictures for NGO, for your NGO charity website, you can get them from Unsplash and Pixels. So let me just quickly open those two websites. Then Pixels. So you get amazing pictures from there. All right, so you just type in charity, then you see you have access to a lot of pictures. Yeah. All right, so the same thing with Pixels. All right, so I just felt like I needed to share this for people that will be looking for pictures for their website. You see, I got this picture from here. So let's go back to editing our page. You change the page title to volunteer, click on publish, click on edit with Elementor. Let's wait for it. All right, so we are going to change the gallery to volunteer. We are going to change the background picture. All right, so click on insert. So we're going to delete our gallery element. Let's see what we have here. Okay, join our team. So I'm going to add a text block. So I'm going to centralize this. Go to styles, centralize. Then I'm going to reduce the width to 1000. So let me copy and paste the content. Now the next thing is for us to add our form. Let me reduce the width. Let me change this to 800. Okay. The next thing is to add our form. So I'll just type in WP forms. So there you have the Q add-on WP forms element, and you have the essential add-on WP forms element. So for me, I prefer the WP forms from essential add-on. So I'll just drag and drop. So I'm going to disable title, select the form. So I'm using the volunteer form. So as you can see, we already have our form here. So if you noticed, we're only seeing the border, the bottom border, and the submit button doesn't look like our own button. So let's just quickly fix that. So you go to style. So you come to input area. Then let's see where we have border type solid. So let's just change everything to 1. So as you can see now, it now fills up all the 4 corners of the input area. Perfect. So the next thing I want to fix, so you can also change the label font. You can change the label font. So let me change this to Inter so that you can see how it works. Inter. So you can change the label font. You can change it. Let's just change it back to Lato. So you can play around with this area. So the next thing I want us to edit is the button. So we'll go to submit button, scroll down. The background color is fine. The only issue I have is the font. So I'll just come here, change this to Barlow condensed. Then change this to 600, change this to uppercase. I'll just add 0.5 space into it. Perfect. Then, we added kind of an effect, if you could remember. Let's see if we can do that here. So let's see, where's margin? Border. Do we have border? Okay, border type solid. Yeah, so change this to 2, the bottom border. So we did this when we're setting up where we're working on our theme settings in the customizer section. So I'm changing this to Let me copy my color back to Elementor, paste it. So just change this to light. So we have that effect. So on over, we are going to change the background color, paste it, make it light. Then come to our text color is fine. The border color will now change to so we have this kind of effect. So let's click on update. It's perfect. So let's check. All right, perfect. It's amazing. Amazing. So yeah. So we're done with our volunteer page. Let's make it responsive. It's pretty much responsive already, so we don't have to stress ourselves to make that responsive again. And that's the benefit of always duplicating the pages you've created before, because you have some settings you've done there that you don't have to repeat. So it just makes your work faster. All right. So now that we're done with the volunteer page, let's check the next page. The next page we have is blog, the blog page. I like to design my own blog page. Astra theme has its own blog settings and blog archive page, but I just like to design my own because sometimes it gives me more freedom. So what I'm going to do is to duplicate any of the pages. Let's duplicate the gallery page. Go to your pages, click on EA duplicator. So the EA duplicator is as part of the add-ons you get from Essential add-ons. So let's where's it? Draft, edit. Let's call this blog. Can publish. All right, so let's click on edit with Elementor. All right, so we'll change the title to blog. Then we are going to delete this. We're going to delete this. So if you know me, I love the copy and paste. I'll just go to my own page and copy the blog section because it already looks good. So I don't have to redo that and paste it here. Now, the only thing that will change is we are going to change the query from post per page to 12, and we are going to go to layout. I think it's layout. Where do we have pagination? Okay. Let me check. General. Yeah, we'll go to general settings, change enable pagination and click on yes. So once you have more than 12 posts, it's going to add the pagination section to this page. So let's see our page. So what I would do is also add a bit of spacing to the top and the bottom. Right, click on update. So let's check. Perfect. So we're done with our blog page. I don't have to bother about the responsiveness since I've configured that on the home page. So let's just confirm. As you can see, it looks good on mobile. All right, perfect. So the next page is the contact us page. All right, so let's do this. We'll duplicate page. Let's do, I think I'll prefer the volunteer page. EA duplicator. Click on edit. So change volunteer to contact us. Okay, so let me change this to contact us. For some weird reason, let me change this to contact. That's weird. So let me refresh. Let me trash this. Let me use another page. Maybe it's that page that is faulty. Let's try the gallery page. There's a date. Change this to contact us. Let's wait for it. Okay, I guess it was the volunteer page that was faulty. So let's just edit this. So if you face the same issue, you can just use another page and it should work fine. So let's change this to contact us. So I'm going to change the background image to, to this. Click on insert media. All right, click on update. So let's delete this. Let's see. Wow. So now let's see how we arranged our contact us page. Okay, let's do the same thing here. So what I like to do is I'll just add an inner section, duplicate it. Okay, it's fine. I don't have to duplicate. So I'll just reduce the size to like the width to like 800, 960. Let's use 960. All right, then I'll drag this text here. I can add a new heading and change it to H4. So change the font to Barlow condensed. Change the size to 24. Change this to 500. No, 600 is fine. All right, good. So let me cancel this. Send us a mail. Send us an email. Then copy, paste, colors. Yeah, colors. Then we'll add our divider. I'm going to reduce the gap, drag it to a grayish color. Yeah, that's fine. Also, I'm going to reduce the line height. So that's, yeah, perfect. Then I'm going to use my list. On a normal day, I can use the heading tag for the link, but you don't have flexibility to change the over option for the header when you're using links. So that's why I'm not using links. So I'm just going to delete this, delete that, add my email icon envelope. Good. Then change this to, let's see, what do we have here? Info at the ruralchild.org. Info at the ruralchild.org. So I'll click on it. If you check the layout, you see the layout at the top. Change this to inline. Go to styles. Change the alignment to center. Then let's change the icon to our color. Let's copy it. Sorry. Paste. Then go to text. Make this a bit dark. Then we can do the over to our yellow. So once you over on it, you can click on it. So let's change the link. Let's add the link. So it's going to be mail to, yeah, perfect. Click on update. So let me just copy some of this. Paste, copy, and paste. So there's one thing I need to fix. Perfect. So let me just add padding to the left and right too, so that this makes more sense. 40, 40. Good. And also we're going to do the same thing here. 40. But for some weird reason, if you notice, it's not balanced. So, and it's because I added line height here and I didn't add it here. So I'll just copy and paste that. The phone, I'm just copy the phone number here. Change the icon. That. Right, perfect. So what I would do is, for the contact us, I'll just duplicate this section, add margin to it. What? 9,600. That was a mistake. All right. So come here, going to remove one of the sections, and I'm going to add like 56 margin. Then call this, send us a message, change this to send us a message. All right, then we had our contact form. It is WP form. Just search for WP form, then select your form, contact. So you're going to disable the cost. Okay, sorry, you're going to disable the title. And let's work on this. And we've done it before, let's just do it again. So I'll delete this. So change this, we'll change the border. So we'll go to input area, just add, select border type, solid, just add one, and it's going to do that for all sections. Then change the button, go to button, submit button, background color. I think our color is let's use our color. So the over color is going to be lighter. Then the normal color, the text color is fine. The border type, you're going to select solid, bottom 2. Then the border color is going to be a lighter color. Then we'll go back to over. The border color on over is going to be the normal color. So we have this effect. So once we're done, click on update. Let's check our contact us page. All right, you can see we're done with our contact us page. So you can add email and submit. So let's just quickly go to WP forms. There are some things we need to configure to make our contact form active. So we'll go back to dashboard, go to WP forms. So the same process is applicable to both the volunteer and the contact form. So let me just do that for the contact form. Let me just do this process for the contact form. Go to edit. So we're going to go to the settings. So you can change the form name, then the submit button text. If you want to change it to submit, send now, whatever you want to change it to. So enable anti-spam protection, yes. Go to notifications. So this is the notification the admin is going to get, the email that the contact form data is going to be sent to. So for me, it's going to be info at the rural child.org. So I'll just copy this, the same thing for the form email, from the form email. Yeah, so copy the from email. The email subject line is for me contact form submission from website. So reply to email address. So this is going to be, so we've already automatically selected the tag of the email. So the email address the person is submitting, the person field is the one that we are going to reply to. So that's what it means. So let me re-add this so you see how it works. I'll just click on show smart tags. You'll see it, email address. Just copy it, it's going to add it here. So the email message, so he has added the message field. So you'll be able to see all the information the person has submitted. So you click on save, go to confirmation. So once they're done submitting their information, what do you want them to see? So for me, thanks for contacting us. We'll be in touch shortly. It's fine, but for you, you can change it to anything you want to change it to. And there are different confirmation type. You can change it to show a page or go to a URL. Then you enter the URL link. For me, this is perfectly fine. So once I'm done, I'm going to click on save. So now this is the finished website. So now we've configured our contact us page. So the final page is the donate page. So let's see what we have here. Don't worry, we are going to add all the pages to the menu. So let's just finish setting up the page. So this is the donate page, right? So we have to duplicate this. If you remember, when we installed the GiveWP form plugin, we set up a default donation form. So we want to now go back to it and we're going to use that donation form. So to do that, we'll go to donations. So let's edit the donation form. So click on edit. That was the donation form that was created for us. So now the first thing I'm going to remove is donation goal. I don't want a donation goal for my donation form. I will disable that. Go back to form template. I don't want to use multi-step form. I feel like it's going to be a lot on the donation page. So I'm going to use the legacy form. I'm going to activate this. For the causes, the multi-step form is perfect, but for the donation page, I think, in my own opinion, I feel it's best you display all the information at once and they just fill the form. So yeah, so you see donate now, you can change the submit button. Donation option, you can change the donation option. So I'll drop a video below to help you navigate through the GiveWP sections. So form fields, you can make changes here. So don't let us disturb ourselves with all this. Let's just check the settings that are important to us. So for the donation form, we don't need to add if the featured image is fine. So we just click on update. Now, so let's go duplicate the page and we had our content. Go to my dashboard. Let me delete all these open pages. Go to pages. Click on, let's duplicate our contact us page. Keep forgetting to make this all caps. It doesn't have any effect. I just want to have a certain level of consistency. So let's edit. Let's duplicate with the EA duplicator. Let's edit. So let's change this to donate. Click on publish. Here we go. We have that same issue. So for some weird reason, we're having this issue and I don't know why this issue is happening. So let's try and duplicate another page. Let's refresh. Let's trash this. So let's duplicate our gallery page. Oh, I'm guessing, I think there's one thing that is consistent between the two pages that have rejected the duplication. I think what is causing is the WP forms element. That's my guess. If you're having the same issue, just delete the element and try it again. So yeah, so I'm going to change this to donate. Click on publish. All right, good. So let's click edit with Elementor. All right, so change this to donate. So let me check the background picture. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, this is it. Back to it. So insert. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to duplicate. So I'm going to delete this. Then I'm going to create two columns. So let's check out donate. See, we have two columns. So I'm going to create two columns. So I'm going to duplicate this. Right. I'm going to align right, then deactivate this. So what I want to do is to add a picture here. I'll do that by clicking on this. So let me see. I can't save this picture. So I'm just going to show you what I did. So I'm just going to click on the column settings, go to background type, click on the classic, click on image. So I'm going to look for a long image. All right. Okay. Yeah, this is perfect. So let me just go to output. Yeah, this. So I'll just drag this and drop it here. So because the form is long, I want to make sure that the image I'm going to be using has to fit in perfectly with the height of the donation form. All right, so let's click on this. Click on insert, media. center the position, click on cover, enter the spacer, just drag it and drop it here. So we enter the spacer element. So let me just delete this. Let me show you again. Go to your element panel, click on spacer and add the spacer element. Drag it down. Yeah, so you can see we have our image. So now let's change the title to donate. Then we'll add shortcode. So we want to add our donation form here. All right, the next thing we're going to do is to add our GiveWP donation form shortcode. So to do that, we go to our donation forms. So go to our dashboard, click on donations. So if you scroll down, you can copy our shortcode. This is the shortcode here. Can you see? Copy it. Come here. You know, we've already added the shortcode tag. So I'm just going to paste this here. All right, perfect. So we already have an add-in, so I'm just going to remove this. So that's it. Then we click on update. So let's check what it looks like. Perfect. Very good. So we can add padding to the right hand side and margin to the right hand side just to make it look a bit better. So let's click on update. Let's see. All right, this is good. So let's make it responsive. Go back to Elementor, responsive mode, mobile. Just remove the margin and we're good. Perfect. So I'm going to reduce the spacer. This level, then click on update. I'm going to remove the donate call to action since we're already on the donate page. Just remove that. Click on update. So let's check. Perfect. So now that we're done with all our pages, so let's just add them to the menu. So I'll go to my dashboard. I can do it from here. Click on the website title and open menu in a new tab. Or you can go to your dashboard, go to appearance, menu, so open in a new tab. So once we have the menu page, I'll delete the invalid menus. So I'm going to add my own menu. So contact, blog, volunteer, gallery, courses, impact stories, what we do, who we are. And that's it. Let's add to menu. So let's organize. Who we are comes first, second. What we do, third. I think impact stories, then courses, gallery, volunteer, blog. Then we're going to display location. We're going to select primary menu. Don't bother about footer menu. Then off canvas menu. This is very important for your mobile menu. This means this particular menu is also going to be displayed on your mobile menu. So once you're done, click on save. So let's check our website. Perfect. Perfect. It looks like this. You're perfect. That's good. That's good. All right. So let's just quickly edit the links. So I'm going to change the donate. If I click on the donate now, it doesn't take me anywhere. So let's fix that. I'm going to go to customize, click on customize. So before that gets ready, let me go to pages. Let me just copy my donate page. Okay, there we go. All right, update. So let me just copy the link, come back here, come back to customize, go to my header builder, click on the button one and add the link. So you can click on open, you can select open in a new tab and click on publish. And that's it. And you can add additional elements to this header menu. You can add text, you can add, so let's say I had language switcher, for example, right? It's going to create a top menu. Can you see it? It's going to create a top menu. I click on edit, select language, vertical. So it's powerful. The header builder from Astra theme, it's an amazing tool. So I'm just going to remove this. Just cancel this. For some weird reason, okay, cancel, good. Click on publish. So let's come out of the customizer. Yeah, so if I click on donate, perfect. So one more thing is, let's just add the links to our home page so it takes them to the appropriate page. So to do that, let's go to our home page and click on edit with Elementor. All right, so let's wait for it. So what we do, just enter the link, click on what we do. So it's going to bring out the page, donate. So it's going to bring out this page. All right, learn more should take us to who we have page. All right, who we are, what we do, donate. Should take us to the donate page. The view more courses should take us to the courses page. All right, then impact story, donate now should take us to the donate page. Then volunteer should take us to the volunteer page. All right, then change. So this should take us to the donate page. And finally, this should take us to the blog page. So you can check all the links on your other pages, especially the CTA. You can just add the appropriate links there. So I just wanted to show you how to do it here, so you can just replicate the same thing on the other pages. So we're done with our website. It looks amazing. So just some post website things I do. First thing first, I need to delete all the template media. So I'll go to my dashboard, go to media. So I'm going to click on box select. So I'm going to select all the pictures from the template, and I'm going to delete them permanently. All right, now we're done deleting our pictures. One additional thing is for me to just add some plugins to help reduce all the image size so that the website will at least load faster. So let me add this. My favorite plugin to do this is Optimal. It's an amazing tool. Click on install now. Optimal. Activate. So all you have to do is to enter your info at the name of the website. You can create an email for the admin section for the website admin. So it can be admin at or tech at. So for me, I just use tech at and create and connect account. And that's all. Just start optimizing all your website pictures and they're going to load faster. So to increase your website speed, I would advise you use WP Rocket. Let's see if you're missing anything. Let's go back to our website. Your website looks good. All right. So let me activate this. So Optimal is done, but as well, let's check. Let's refresh the website again. Let's see what it looks like. All right, it looks faster. All right, perfect. I hope this video was helpful. This is how to build a charity/NGO website on WordPress using Elementor and Astra. I'm going to be dropping a link to this template. You have access to the whole website, pictures, the Elementor template, and you can get all this for a token of $10. This is just to support the channel. I hope this video was helpful. If you have any other website ideas, WordPress ideas, or WordPress things you want to learn on WordPress, you can drop that in the comments below. If you had any issue working on this website, let me know. You can also drop a comment below. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching.